Greetings, welcome to this brief tutorial on using CPS in conjunction with the Examview test generator. First we're going to take a look at both programs. We're going to open up Examview, and upon first opening, if you do not, there's a couple different ways you can make tests. One is through question banks that are pre-made or done ahead of time by you or through another company, like through a book publisher. The other way is just to start making a quick, just random questions. You just create a new test, and you start adding your own questions at will. And so you don't have to have a question bank to start. So just call this test 1. Show that anymore. It gives a little brief roadmap of what the icons mean up top. So here I've got this test. I can go in and do question 1, like true, false, modified, multiple choice. Your typical questions that any test would get. Now, if you're delivering this through a web interface to where the kids are taking this from a web file, an HTML file that you upload to like Schoology or to other another service, basically you can have them do completion, and you don't have to have it scored. Obviously you can score it on your own, but when they're finished with the test, that it will email it back to you with the results. So with all the choices there, the possibilities are endless. So let's make a quick one. Quick true or false. Teaching in Harrisburg is awesome. Answer is true. We can record this. Some info you can give on this: you can do difficulty, reference, state standards, national standards. So if you wanted to tie up your curriculum with like the whether it be state standards, if you're not in the Common Core or the Common Core standards for math, reading, and science, you can use those. Let's hit record. There you go. Let's save this. Save as. And we're going to drag this into our CPS software for testing using response clickers. Then we just simply go to test 1, save it in a decent spot that you can find, and we hit save. Let's go with a quick test wizard here, just in case you did have a question bank or you wanted to create your own question bank and then use some of the questions in your test, whether you want it to be randomized or whatever. So call this test 2. And so if you have a curriculum series and comes with the Examview program on the disk, once you install it, it actually installs the test banks for you. And so this is the Science Fusion series that we have for our middle school. And so let's go to level of cellular organization, select. The nice thing is if you have several test banks from several different units, you can actually pick and choose which units you want. So if you have like a more formative assessment or like a semester exam, let's say, then you could use several questions from several different chapters or units. So alright, so we're going to go next. See, it's got 1 true, false, so let's go ahead and choose that. Multiple choice, let's say I only want 9. Let's make it a 10 question test or quiz, whatever. Next. Finish. And there you go. So as we scroll down, here we have it. Now if you have images in your test, these don't easily work with the HTML option. If you're giving this through the clickers, then it works great. And so you could actually print this off if you wanted to. I don't recommend printing a lot, but you can have kids use the clickers to type this in. You could have this question for question on screen, have class do one at a time for like a review. So it's really personal preference. Let's go to save as. Say this is a test. test2.tst. And let's go to CPS. All right, so with the help that opens up every time. So here I've got my Examview folder. If I was, let's close this out. Might need to option. Let's say we're starting this for the first time. Here it would ask us what kind of database we want, and every teacher needs to have their own database. So let's say I called this the Martin database. So to my desktop. For the first time, this is what I would see. So here I've got 3 folders. I've got a database here. I've got 2 folders, one for Examview and one for presentations. And so I'm going to be using the Examview folder. And here I've got, let's see, test 1 and test 2 are over here. You can easily drag these over into my Examview folder. And when I click on these tests, I see the questions on the right-hand side. And so we'll stop there. Yes, no, maybe so. Let's do one more thing here while we're in. Is when I click on my database here, I need to create a class or classes and then also have students. And you can have them be generic. So let's say I create a new class. It's 4K12. Continue. I don't have a username and password for that, so I'm going to hit no. Well, actually I do. If you didn't, actually I don't have a password. So I'm just going to Chris Martin. So I enter in my credentials here, hit continue. This is necessary because when I have tests emailed to me, it'll go to that. Class name, we'll call this, let's see, first hour class. And then course number, let's see, section, let's say 1, period 1, semester 1. There we go. Next, continue. Class is created. You can create another class from here. And then if I go into students, from here I'm just going to go new student 1. I'm not going to get into naming them yet. What I can do is, if I have a roster for my DDN campus list of class, I just go down the line and just assign student 1 is whoever the first kid on the alphabet is, and then so on and so forth. So let's say I've got 5 students in my class. Let's see. We're done. From there, I'm set. I don't have to really hit save on anything. I'm ready to go into the next item on how to engage a lesson using the tests that I've got created. And so thanks for watching, and wait for part 2 coming soon. Thanks.